There's only one way to understand what AI is actually capable of. Test it. Again and again.
If you want to use video AI, this is the right solution. No shine, no fuss, just a clean, natural look that holds up through the day.
This topic had been sitting on the to-do list for a while, but Kling's update series ended up shifting the focus elsewhere. Time to finally deliver the comparison that matters for this channel. Before starting with the actual footage, here's a quick preview. As you probably know by now, I don't run tests just for the sake of it. Every setup comes with a built-in challenge, and that's what you'll see throughout this video. From moving air and causal chains to perspective shifts, creative image interpretation, image logic, prompt adherence, precision, drama, movement, and the behavior of smoke. At the end, I'll also walk you through a few things I learned in the process. As always, I appreciate the like and the sub. Thank you. Prompts are in the comments. This test series follows a clear structure again. You'll see Wan 2.6 in the bottom left, Seedance 1.5 Pro in the top left, and Kling 2.6 in the top right. Example 1 asks what happens when air literally creates pressure. The scene: a night clears supermarket shelves with a leaf blower. Airflow must affect each product in a realistic way. No chaos, just consistent pressure, mass and gravity. Kling handles this well. The other two manage falling boxes too, but with less convincing physics. Example 2 focuses on voice and emotion. All three platforms support native audio, which means you can generate spoken lines directly via prompt. The scene: a woman adjusts her hood and delivers a line in heavy weather. The AI must balance lip sync, voice presence and directional wind without distortion. Here are the individual clips. First Wan 2.6.
You now pay a fee for every kilometer in Iceland.
Then Seedance 1.5 Pro.
You now pay a fee for every kilometer in Iceland.
And now Kling 2.6.
You now pay a fee for every kilometer in Iceland.
If you had to sum up example 3 in 2 words, it would be cause and effect. A magician raises his hand, wind builds. A wig flies off. The challenge here is temporal logic, motion, gust, surprise, all in natural order and rhythm. Each platform shows different strengths, but also clear weaknesses. From awkward hands to solid facial expressions, everything's in the mix. Example 4 brings back the claymation theme. It's called Scale and Collapse. A clay king tries to reach his throne and tumbles down. The focus is on weight shift and loss of balance. Physical comedy, without going over the top. Wan 2.6 clearly comes out ahead here. Kling and Seedance Pro struggle, especially with the character's rotation. In example 5, the focus shifts to wind and motion. The scene: a man swings a staff with a flag. The fabric must respond in waves, tension, and recoil. Not just visual noise, but readable wind motion. Integrating a flag that wasn't there in the source image actually works across all three, though with different approaches. In Kling and Wan, the background stays surprisingly static. Example 6 takes on the challenge of showing depth correctly, near and far, large and small. The scene: a giant golem leans in close to the camera. Lava glow, joint shift, and full body balance all need to hold together. This is about massive, believable weight. Wan 2.6 handles this really well, at least for certain visual styles. Seedance Pro goes deep into the details, but unfortunately changes the style of the illustration. The image you see in example 7 is one I shot myself in Iceland, not a soul around. So I thought, let's go for something that tests creativity and visual understanding. The scene: a yellow submarine rolls through a frozen road. The AI must preserve contrast and traction, surreal subject, but grounded friction and momentum. Kling is the clear winner here in terms of realism. Light, track alignment, and the vehicle all feel grounded. Wan 2.6 gets the scale and lighting completely wrong. Realistic fight scenes remain tough for AI. Example 8 focuses on controlled motion. The scene: 2 fighters move through a stylized sparring match. This is all about control, precision, and rhythm. Every strike and block should land with deliberate weight. Pay close attention to the background as well. Seedance nails it here. Flames, dust and movement all match up beautifully. Example 9 is built around impact and motion. A mechanical creature advances while someone flees toward the camera. The key here is pressure from behind, panic ahead, both in sync. Just look at the creature in the background. Kling clearly delivers the best result. You can almost feel the weight. Unfortunately, the AI stumbles halfway through. The movement of the fleeing person loses coherence and breaks the illusion. Example 10 brings 3 versions of the same setup. The question is, how do fire, smoke and fumes react to external influences? In the first scene, a firefighter rushes in and opens a water stream toward burning tyres. The challenge is flame behaviour, gradual suppression, no jump cuts, just a slow decay and thinning smoke. Interestingly, Wan 2.6 turns it into a kind of time-lapse, as if the AI understands that a fire like this wouldn't be out in 5 seconds. The next variation keeps the fire theme, this time with a plane. A fighter jet breaks through a dense smoke wall and roars overhead. Airflow displacement is crucial. The smoke has to twist and scatter with the right kind of turbulence. Kling comes closest to the prompt. That said, the version from Seedance Pro also works visually, even if it takes a few creative liberties. The final setup: a wooden cart rolls to a stop next to burning tyres and ignites. Ignition should follow proximity logic. No explosion, just fast-growing fire and spreading smoke. Wan 2.6 again goes for time-lapse mode, paired with a rather odd take on how fire works on wooden surfaces. Seedance Pro adds a bit more drama through the intensity of the flames, which gives the scene more weight, even if it doesn't fully follow the original prompt. Those were the examples. Quick side note before we move on. Every single clip was tested multiple times, so none of this is based on one-shot results. The entire test series was image to video only, since in my experience that's still the most common workflow across platforms. When you look at the results, a few things stand out. Wan 2.6 tends to exaggerate. That extra sharpness can be useful for certain visual styles, especially illustrations where bold contours work in your favour. But when it comes to photorealistic output, that same sharpness leads to a clear drop in quality and sometimes makes the clips unusable. Seedance 1.5 Pro puts a lot of energy into the background, while the other 2 platforms, especially Kling, focus more on the main action in the foreground. Seedance likes to add extra people, fire, dust, and background movement. That gives the clips a stronger sense of depth and realism. Kling has a slight edge when it comes to physical logic, especially in how movement is handled. Its results also tend to feel a bit more cinematic, but even Kling has weak spots. In some clips, if the platform doesn't know what the backside of an object looks like, it just copies the front. All 3 platforms support timestamp prompting, breaking the prompt into timed phases. That works reasonably well. Native audio also performs better than expected. In this context, and especially with all the extra features it offers, Kling is the tool I personally prefer. It's simply the stronger all-rounder, but of course, as always, use the platform that gives you the most value, whether that's Veo, Sora, Hailu, Runway, LTX, Ray, Midjourney, Pixverse, or anything else. It has to fit your workflow, and constantly switching tools doesn't make much sense either. A quick note on how I actually use the 3 platforms. Kling runs on a subscription through its native interface, which gives me everything I need in one place. I access Wan 2.6 and Seedance 1.5 Pro via FAL AI, just when needed. So that's it for the first tutorial of 2026. We're at the start of a year that's likely to bring plenty of interesting developments. And yes, I'm already eyeing Midjourney a little and wondering, so what's next, guys? That's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for listening. See you soon. Your channel, AI Now You Know.